Jerusalem woke each morning like a city with a memory too large for its walls. Stones whispered of kings and prophets, of songs sung by David beneath open skies, and of prayers that seemed to climb straight into heaven. It was a city chosen, cherished, and, like all things loved deeply, often wounded. Into this city came Jesus. He did not arrive with the thunder of armies or the glitter of kingship, but with dust on his sandals and purpose in his eyes. The roads into Jerusalem had known conquerors before, yet none carried a kingdom quite like his, one that could not be mapped, taxed, or overthrown. As a boy, he had walked its temple courts listening more than speaking, though when he did speak, even the learned paused. Years later, he returned not as a curious child, but as a teacher whose words carried the weight of eternity wrapped in everyday language. Farmers, fishermen, and scholars alike found themselves caught in his stories. Seeds, nets, vineyards, all somehow opening windows into heaven. Jerusalem, however, was not easily impressed. It had seen too much, endured too much. It stood proud, complicated, sacred, and suspicious. One day, as he approached the city, Jesus stopped. He looked at Jerusalem, not just its towers and gates, but its people, its history, its stubborn heart. And he wept. Not the quiet tears of passing sorrow, but the kind that come from knowing what could have been. If you only knew what brings peace, his heart seemed to say, though the words hung gently in the air. The city longed for peace, prayed for peace, yet struggled to recognize it when it stood before her. Still, he entered. The final days unfolded like a story both tragic and triumphant. In an upper room, he broke bread and spoke of a covenant deeper than law. In a garden, he wrestled in prayer while the night held its breath. Then came betrayal, trial, and a cross just outside the city's embrace, Golgotha, where earth's cruelty met heaven's mercy. Jerusalem watched. The sky darkened, the ground trembled, and something unseen shifted forever. What looked like defeat became the quiet turning of the greatest victory. 3 days later, the city that had witnessed his death would whisper rumors of an empty tomb. And whisper it did. From its streets, the message spread, not with swords, but with conviction. Life had overcome death. The city of David became the birthplace of a movement that would outgrow empires. Yet Jerusalem's story does not end there. Scripture speaks of a day when a new Jerusalem will descend, not built by hands, but prepared like a bride, radiant, whole, at peace. A city where God dwells openly with his people, where longing finds its answer and sorrow its end. Until then, Jerusalem remains what it has always been, a place where heaven and earth meet, where stories of failure and redemption intertwine, and where, once upon a time, the king walked humbly through its gates, bringing a peace the world is still learning to understand.